forest. What was that? In fact, 1 hectare of forest. In the form of 2 towers, there is a method behind the madness. Milan is one of Europe's most polluted cities and is definitely not at one with heat, creating a vertical forest. Trees are used to having their roots planted firmly in the ground. Transplanting them from their comfortable home in the nursery to the big towers in the sky is the most critical step. In fact, it's downright dangerous for the trees. They need to avoid what they call a transplant crisis. Today, another one of the more than 700 trees is making its grueling trip up into the sky. It wants to bring the suburbs with its trees and gardens into the heart of the city.
The idea is to have in the center of Milano, in the center of a hyperdense city, the equivalent of 1 hectare of forest. So to have a building with...
It's taken a collection of architects, engineers, and botanists all working together.
It's been a challenging work. Trees are transferring loads to the structure because they are taking wind in some way, and they are transferring wind to the structure.
They tested the stability of the trees in wind tunnels.
All the trees are on the terraces.
Know what kind of rooting space and climate conditions the tree needs.
We selected some trees that could survive.
Time now to test that theory. The buildings are ready for their new live green occupants. It's time to uproot the giant plants and move them one by one to their new home. Today, number 513 gets its transplant. A special wrap will protect the root ball.
All of those operations, it's difficult because the trees is the much more problematic period for the trees. So it's receive a sort of shock from the nursery to the buildings. And you have to control all of the passages to maintain the trees in a much more correct situation for him.
At the towers, the tree is in for even more of a shock. A giant crane lifts it stories high to get it to its new perch.
The building is completely static. It's a big tank that must receive something that is completely green and
extremely nervous.
5 stories up, engineers on the balcony work to secure the tree. Finally, the tree is safe, and there are sighs of relief.
Yes, now I'm fine. So as you've seen, it's not a simple process. It's a process in which we have to take care of trees and safety of them.
They hold the tree in place with a meter's worth of specially designed and tested soil.
Is a mix of soil, organic compounds, and pomics.
There's still hundreds of balconies to fill and hundreds more delicate tree transplants to come. But for Stefano, his biological buildings are another step closer to coming to life.
I really hope that
Bosco Verticale consists in an innovative project devised by Boeri Studio and developed by Heinz, being part of the wider redevelopment project of Porta Nuova. It is a unique architecture project on a worldwide base, redefining the relationship between nature and the metropolitan area. The 2 towers, 110 and 76 meters high, are designed to accommodate 20,000 plants, including trees, shrubs, perennial flowers, and ground-covering plants. The trees were carefully chosen, considering exposure to sunlight and winds, and then cultivated in nurseries for 2 years. The plants were then painstakingly prepared in order to prevent any damage during the transportation and bedding phases. The presence of a plant life system completely integrated into the building with a breathing and alive facade contributes to the well-being of the environment and the comfort of living in it.
le foglie.
The Bosco Verticale is a system which optimizes, reclaims and produces energy through a new integrated concept of sustainability. The advanced waterproofing apparatus has been analyzed by a team of highly specialized experts. The plants will be watered by centralized and automated equipment that filters grey water from the heating and air conditioning systems. Plant containers are equipped with electrically welded mesh, on which there are brackets that hold the turf in place. An additional system for securing the trunks of bigger size has been devised using pliable cables to ensure the tree's flexibility and growth. In order to ensure that the plant containers were appropriately designed and constructed to the optimum size, two major tests were carried out in wind tunnels, first at Milan's Politecnico University and subsequently at Florida International University in Miami. A team of specialized gardeners will be responsible for the upkeep of the plant life and will carry out maintenance work 3 times a year. The structure, with its iridescent cloak, offers the city an extraordinary spectacle that constantly varies with the changing seasons.